I am so excited you're here.
Me too. Friday Night Feels, Fireside Edition.
Oh my gosh, it's like all the cool kids will be here. So
Hot.
Friday Night Feels. So for those of us who are joining for the first time, or those of you, I'm licensed mental health counselor Patrick Monette, and Friday Night Feels was a show that I started when COVID hit. And it was just something that I thought we'd put together, something that's like a free resource for people. So every 2 weeks, I have a different guest come on to talk about different aspects of wellness and fun, to kind of have some fun, but also to have some informational resources out there to help us all be a little bit healthier, a little bit more balanced in this crazy world. So tonight, I have the lovely privilege of having my dear friend, Karen Mizuik, join us. Karen, hello, welcome.
Hi.
How are you tonight?
Thank you for inviting. I'm very well. Thanks for inviting me, Patrick. And thanks to those who've joined us and who will probably watch this video at some point in the future. Who knows what people are at here on Friday night.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm here in Chile. So
yeah, Chile, South America. So we are like international now. Friday Night Feels have gone international.
Exactly.
So how, before we get into, what we talked about, because there's so many things that I want to, focus on with you tonight, but how is everything going in Chile with the pandemic? How are you doing? How are your loved ones?
Well, just to summarize, we're in some serious quarantine here where we need to have like a special police authorization to be able to drive out of our communities to other communities because they're basically restricted areas now. Each community is its own little entity. You're allowed to go for 3 hours. So for me, it's a bit difficult because I live 45 minutes from the nearest town, and that eats up a lot of traveling back and forth. So it gives me like 1 hour to go to the pharmacy, go to the supermarket, and do errands and things like that. So it's a bit difficult. We have a trucker strike underway, national, from the north to the south of the country. So it's going to constrict the movement of more products here, and the availability of products like food and necessities. So it's kind of tough. Right. But here in my little bubble, I'm okay.
Yeah, and it's, not to make light of it, and I hope everyone stays safe and during these turbulent times, but it's so funny because it's August here. I mean, it's getting a little cooler, but you're there with your winter sweater and your fire because it's opposite seasons, so you're a lot cooler than we are right now.
Yeah. We're going into spring now, so the trees that's the nice thing about being in the bubble is you actually have this pause where you notice things growing again, and that's hopeful. I mean, spring is coming, and that's hopeful, you know?
And we're in the other end where it's, fall, at least in the North Country, is really beautiful because we have the Adirondack Mountains. So that change of seasons is really magical. We have the leaf peepers and, apples and apple crisp and,
leaf peeper?
Leaf peepers. Have you ever heard that term? So, so people come and travel and they take, especially photographers, and they take pictures because of all the leaves, of how beautiful it, because it's like nature's fireworks. The trees are just come alive with different colors. It's amazing.
Oh, did you say leaf pictures or leaf peepers?
Leaf peepers.
Peepers, okay.
Like peep, peep.
Okay. That's funny. I have like I envision people standing behind trees going, let's get a peek. Oh, look, leaves.
It's a big thing. When it gets nice, I'll take some pictures and send them to you. So,
well, I'm Canadian, of course. So, I mean, in Canada, we've got some like amazing shows with, the change of leaves colors and things like this. So
you just don't have
I didn't know I too can be a leaf peeper. I had no idea.
I'll let you borrow the term. So, one of the things that I'm sure most of the people who are watching can relate to this is, you have Karen and I, one of the things that's nice is that we have one of these friendships that, we've connected over the years. We've known each other like almost 10 or 15 years now. And life
Yeah.
just takes us in different directions. But then when we reconnect, it's as if no time has really passed at all. And it's just like it picks up the humor, the jokes, and the reconnecting, and that in those cold days, it's one of those things of like someone who knows you and that safety. That's at least how I feel. And it's you talk about that physical bubble, but for me, it's that emotional bubble of, hey, you're one of my people. And
Too right.
I think when COVID hit, we had really reconnected. And one of the things that Karen and I started talking about was Arbonne.
Mm-hmm.
And it was.
Oh, you said it right this time.
I did. Listen, I have to apologize because normally it comes out like Arbonne or bomb something. I don't know. And
Yeah, Arbonne. Like I was going to say, if he says Arbonne, I'll just say, yes, we can call it Arbonne. And that's how we can remember it. It's like our little bonbon, our lovely sweet gift.
So, and I wanted Karen to come on, and we've been actually talking about these different products for months in the company itself. And I'm really excited because I feel that you do such a better job at articulating the focus of the company, the information, why it's so wonderful. And you've actually got me to really, I've been using most of the products, but also reevaluating different aspects of my self-care and my wellness, which is really what Friday Night Feels was all about. So I'd really like you to kind of take over, if you feel comfortable, and share what is Arbonne. And for people who've never heard, and I'm actually surprised because I had never heard of Arbonne before, and so I started talking to people about it, and a lot of people in this area have heard about it, which surprised me. So I was really glad to then listen to Friday Night Feels because I have an expert coming on.
Yeah. Well, I have a friend who, like yourself, I've known for years, and she and I were colleagues, like you and I, at one point, and that's another story. And I had bought a convent in Newfoundland, and I was in the process of changing it into. So I'll just tell you how I got introduced to Arbonne before I tell you about the company, just briefly. So. My friend contacted me and said, listen, I have some amazing products that I would like you to try, but I also think they'd be great for your guests because it's a boutique hotel, and it's a hotel that really does cater to people, like, to really provide them with everything they need for a really welcome stay. So I said, sure. So she sent me some products and I tried them, fell in love with the products, and then learned more about the company, because the company also has, so there's the product side, and then the company also has a business side. And she said, look, there's an opportunity for you if you want to share the company and have it as like, a side business. And I thought, well, that's interesting. So even if as an independent consultant, which is what I'm learning to be for Arbonne, even if I just want to talk with people like I am now and not really promote the business part of it, that's all fine. There are no like monthly quotas I need to make or anything like this, you know what I mean? So that part's really good for me because there's no pressure there. I can just like share what I love about the company, and if people love it, when people love it, not if, when people discover it and learn more about it, they're going to love it too. And then it's nice to have that option to share with them. Hey, join me and my team, or just, these are all consumable products that I'm consuming anyway. So even if I'm just an independent consultant to consume these products for myself, I'm happy with that. Do you know what I mean? So I'll tell you a little bit about, so I've had like a lot of issues with my own health and skin, for example. And so for me, I've tried all kinds of products. I've like really done a lot of exhaustive searching, slathering, and all kinds of products on myself. And what I love about Arbonne is this company really encompasses everything that I'm aligned with, which is why I called my face page aligned with Arbonne.
Mm-hmm.
Because it really is something that I'm aligned with. So these are, I just want to read you. I had to create a profile for, it's very short. It's a little profile that I had to create for my Arbonne page because it is my business and I'm controlling my page, right? So basically to explain to people why I love it, and then I'll tell you what it is. So I just wrote that my days are long, hard, and challenging, both personally and professionally. I depend on effective nutritional products that energize and nourish me. I need skincare collection that really outperforms others. So years ago, I was diagnosed with vasculitis urticaria. It's an autoimmune disorder, and it manifests on my skin. And so it also creates internal wounds and it scars. So I've learned to be super careful and very selective about quality of the clean, natural products that I want to put on my skin and into my body. So I've done a lot of searching, in other words. And I've experienced a lot of big yikes over my changing skin, hair, nutritional needs as I'm getting older. I mean, I'm 89 now, so back in the process of aging backwards, of course. And yeah, so I
time back that way.
So okay, so let me get back to our bonbon. So I found this company and it delivers what I really want and need, Patrick, to look and feel as radiant as possible. And really, I think it's for people of any age. And this company aligns with what's important in my heart. So it's not just about products, but there's a much bigger picture to the company. So I absolutely love that Arbonne products are uber scrumptious and luscious. They're results driven, they're pure, they're certified botanical, they're affordable. I mean, we're all in this precarious world of really watching our finances, especially today. Yes. It's GMO free, they're gluten free products. It's 100%, these products are 100% vegan. And when I tell you, we have over 400 products in our catalog and online that you can see. And that's saying a lot that this, what I'm telling you, corresponds to all of those products. They're eco-elegant products. They're certified B Corp. They're safe for all ages. Safety is so important today. So I think these products are must-have products for me and for everybody I want to share it with today. Yeah, so basically that's why I'm in alignment with Arbonne. They're cruelty-free, and they work with sustainable, all of their ingredients are sustainable. So, I mean, it's good to the environment. For the environment, it's good for animals. There's no suffering of animals. It's 100% vegan, and it nourishes your body from the outside and the inside. So it's really like holistic. And I love that about the company. So that's why I feel really comfortable talking about why I became an independent consultant.
Right. And, you know, I have to share, you know, when you and I started talking about it, it was one of the things. So, you know, knowing Karen for so many years, I know that when she believes in something, I know she's done the research. And it's one of those, like, if, you know, if I had to choose someone to be on my team for like a trivia game, like she would be there because she would know it. Like, we would, you know, and I know, like, you know, the conviction, but also, I have to say, and I don't think I shared this with you, Karen, but like when you and I were talking about it, you know, I was just kind of like in my own funk with everything going on with COVID. And one of the things that you and I were talking about briefly before we started today was some of the research I was doing. When we're talking about skincare, it isn't just about, you know, putting soap on your skin. It's really an important part about wellness. And I was really impressed and moved by a lot of the stories and the research that I'm seeing out there in many countries about the impact of skin diseases, skin care, wellness that's tied in to mental health and mental illness.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
Arbonne's mission statement is that they believe everybody can flourish by being good to themselves, good to the community, good to the planet, you know, and sentient beings. And so really their mission statement involves empowering people to flourish with sustainable, healthy living. And so that's what they're supporting, that Arbonne supports. And so the idea is that you're working to improve your mind, body, and skin. And so that's why I say it's all encompassing, because it's what you're dealing with on the outside and who you are and what we're all dealing with on the inside. And learning about these products, you realize that consistency over time you start to feel yourself getting things back in balance. Like we were talking before the program started, that there is a lot of imbalance right now, you know what I mean, in our lives. And I think in order for us to confront so many drains to our energy, to our physical bodies, to our health, our minds, you know what I mean? We need to really have something that's holistic, and that's what Arbonne is. It really does consider the whole person and in helping the person improve from the inside and out.
Right.
So what can I say?
Well, that's
Arbonne, yeah, go ahead.
like what I was sharing with my experience of seeing different people, you know, how that makes sense. But one of the things, like when you started talking to me about it, as I said, like I was having a rough time just with the COVID and everything going on, and stress and anxiety. And so when you started talking about it, I'm like, hey, this sounds fun. Like, I'll try it. It's, you know, let's see how it goes. And you were starting out. So it was a lot of exploration together. And I have to say, one of the things that was really cool is that like the products in the States, I got everything within a week, which is probably one of the fastest things, you know, especially with COVID, you know, things are taking a lot longer, and everything got shipped and everything. And then I started using the products. And one, you know, not only did it help me kind of like feel better that I was taking care of myself a little bit more maybe than before, it also was kind of showing me my deficiency in my knowledge as a man of how to take care of myself and my skin. Because I was thinking about this, one of the things like growing up, we were told, you know, just use soap and water, which, yeah, it totally works. But if you go to a pharmacy or if you go to the grocery store, I always wondered, why are there so many products out there? It's so confusing.
Yeah, and that's true. Like, and to go to some places, like, it can be overwhelming as well. I mean, now I pretty much everybody is looking for products online, because I don't know how it is for you, Patrick, but we can't really go to like a department store or a cosmetic store or, you know, a bath and beauty store, because they're all closed.
Right.
So we're working online, and yeah, Arbonne does have a great delivery, clean products, an excellent, safe management of the way that things are delivered in a timely way. You touched on the male thing there too. And later I would like to talk about some of the products that we have specific for males, because like for yourself, what I like is that you've tried a lot of different products. And so I'm still learning, and I'm learning a lot of things with you actually, because you've tried a lot of different collections and you're giving me a lot of important feedback. So yeah, it can be overwhelming. And I think that, Arbonne has really stripped away all of the superfluous fluff and said, look, our bodies are living organisms, plants are living organisms. Let's put into our bodies what comes from nature, because we're biological as well, you know. Let's strip away the pesticides, the herbicides, the fertilizers, and all the nastiness of what's there. In fact, they have clean standard where they have a policy that prohibits over 2,000 ingredients
Oh my gosh.
that just of course you have to, in America it's the
FDA. Mhm.
FDA, Food and Drug. So you have that, but they follow more of the Europeans. So basically there are an additional 2,000 to what's not permitted in regular cosmetic products or beauty products, health and wellness products. Arbonne adds an additional 2,000 ingredients that they simply will not include in their products, right? So there's a huge commitment there to really be transparent and stand behind the excellent products that they sell.
Right.
So the products they're co-developed by experts. They're they're scientifically tested by subjected to testing, which is third party. So it's all very transparent. And I honestly think that when you take everything and you pare it down to just its natural goodness, I mean, it's going to nourish you and you're just going to feel good about doing something good for yourself, because like right now, we're all in this situation. It's very precarious. We don't know where we're going to be 1 month from now, financially, psychologically, physically, or anything. We're dealing with so many different constraints on those freedoms that we once enjoyed.
Yes.
And I think what's really important is to look at things as a reset. Let's use this time to reset and create a new balance for ourselves. And Arbonne is really, really ahead of the game. This is a 40-year-old company. I don't know if you know that. It was the founder who is, this is called the legacy company. The founder is Peter Moorg, and he was Norwegian, but his family is still in control of parts of the company. So they call that a legacy company. And it first started in Switzerland, like over 40 years ago. So, I mean, they were ahead of and the values of the company to empower, to be transparent, to be sustainable haven't changed at all. And it's just growing and growing and growing. We're in 6 countries worldwide. So we're in United States, Canada, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, and Poland. So these 6 countries have persons like myself, independent consultants, who are sharing this great business opportunity and the products with everybody, because it's just something worth sharing. You know what I mean?
Karen, we have a question
so
from Elizabeth.
What they did was,
can I share with you a quick question? So Elizabeth is wondering if they're sulfite free, your products.
Sulfite free, yes, 100%.
Okay. Thanks, Elizabeth, and thanks for joining.
Yeah, we have, yes. If you want later on, Elizabeth, thanks for the question. You can look down below. I think Patrick will post where you can find my page. And my page has, it's like a fact sheet. It's called Meet the Product. And so it's a fact sheet about all 400 products that we have. And it gives you a breakdown of exactly what's in it, how you can use it, what other products complement it, like what its botanical base is. And so all of that information you'll find there. There's a wealth of information on the page, and it's presented in a really like little manageable chunks, not too much, little bullet points. So it just gives you a 1-page fact sheet on any product you're interested in knowing more about. So if you want, Patrick, we could start talking more about the holistic approach, because we could talk about how the products help improve your body, mind, and skin. We could start with what's internal, right? Okay, so what I can do is I can share with you some of the products. I'll just talk briefly. I'll just highlight them and tell you how really all-encompassing our products are. without mentioning 400 products. I mean, snoozer. Okay.
I know. It'll be Friday night sleepy time.
It'll be Friday night pajama party, Saturday night
Friday
breakfast,
night
and
meals.
Sunday brunch.
Closing episode with Karen and Patrick.
Okay, so starting with the internal. So let's talk about our physical health, mental health, right? So Arbonne has I've got to look at some of my cheat sheets here because there's a lot to talk about. I don't want to misrepresent the company.
Right.
I want to be really as transparent and correct as possible as well. So I have just chunked it down and so that I can be coherent and accurate at the same time, which isn't my forte.
All right, I'll just break out into musical notes if it gets too serious. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like ABBA's coming out at one point.
I know, Mamma Mia. Okay. Okay, so we have something called 30 Days to Healthy Living. So what it is the reset. So let's get things in balance. We can't be of any use to anybody else unless we are good with ourselves, unless we're balanced in our minds, in our hearts, in our bodies, right? Mm-hmm. We have to keep everything working together. There's a synergy there. And so Arbonne has created a nutritional line which we introduced the nutritional line through a 30-day to healthy living. It's a program. So we call it a challenge. And it's really good because the challenge is you can go online. There's like a face page where you get support from other people doing the challenge. You learn all about the products. We give you all kinds of recipes for how you can make, use different nutritional products and enhance them. And so I'll just tell you a little bit about so it's really the mind-body connection right now, internal, right? So, so this medicinal food, it's going to give us a method to adapt to this lack of routine that we were talking about earlier as well, because this is a
everyone's
30-day
world
challenge.
will turn upside down.
Right. So you're going to put yourself in this reset. You're going to put yourself into a bit of a routine, and you're going to do what you said. You're going to start to notice, hey, I didn't realize I was kind of like not taking great care of myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which is so important, especially in my world, not to interrupt, but to just kind of add to it. Yeah. If people are suffering with PTSD, with anxiety, with depression, with, anything else, that routine can really help people's mental health and emotional well-being get back online.
And we've lost that, to a great extent. So this is important. So it's about learning, educating, and learning how to eat and drink more intuitively. It helps you improve your gut health, and which is so important in the overall. I had no idea how important gut health was in the overall of your body's nourishment and your mind, but it really is. So, so we have, so it includes removing certain things from your diet to introduce these nutritional products that we sell. And everybody's looking for something that's clean, that's safe, that's nutritional, that's going to give them the boost that they need, right? And this delivers. All of our products are really results driven. So it involves, this conscious eating, exercising, mindfulness, resting well. You can track your goals and your progress, and it helps you prepare you to develop healthy habits for beyond the 30 days, right? That's the idea, to click you into that. So some of our products include the following. So I'll just list the 7 big nutritional products that we have, and a little blurb about what each one, how it's going to help you reset and rebalance you nutritionally, okay?
Okay, wonderful. And if anyone has any questions while we're listening, please just put them in the message box and I'll share them with Karen.
Yeah, and all of these products, I'm not going to get into detail about them because they're all online. And like I said, there are fact sheets about them. And I couldn't say enough about them anyways, even if we had 3 days.
Well, and I hope we can talk about some of my favorite ones because they're super fun. They're like magic.
Yeah. Well, you have to, it's good that you can share what you love about the products.
Yeah.
Okay. Or don't love.
Listen, it's like Friday night dark time. Like we're gonna keep it real. Filter-free Fridays.
Yeah.
It's all about keeping it real, Karen. Giddy up.
That's right. That's right. Giddy up. Okay. So the first one is Digestion Plus. And the Digestion Plus is, it's supporting that gut. So the favorable gut flora and digestion. It has over 3 billion CFU units of probiotics, and it contains prebiotics and enzymes. So I didn't know this, like I didn't know much about probiotics, but probiotics are really important for countering inflammation in the body, for keeping your immune system strong, for regulating mental cognition and things. So this is really important to have like proper gut flora, and that your whole digestive system is working efficiently. It's extremely important to your overall health. Right. We have herbal teas. So we have caffeine-free up to 9 botanical flavors of herbal teas. So you supplement with herbal teas, which are yummy. I'm a big coffee person, so but you know, I like herbal. Yeah, I need that to get me going in the morning, and then after that, I'm all about herbal teas. But you can't take away my coffee. Protein shakes. We've got good flavors. We've got vanilla, chocolate, strawberry. The flavors of different products, especially in the nutrition line, will come out with like summer flavors like watermelon or things like this, not in the protein, but in other products. So they mix it up. We have products coming out now for Christmas, for example.
Oh my God.
So, and it's cute, like they're all little stocking stuffer type things that you can sample, and they're so nummy. Okay.
You know, Halloween candy's already out in the store, right?
I know, Christmas and Halloween. I forgot about Halloween. Yeah. Okay. So, well, these are just the little ones. These are what we call like the teasers. It's like always give people something to look forward to. And let me tell you, there's a lot to look forward to. Okay, so the protein shake. So these are clean vegan proteins for the maintenance of your overall health, and made with all kinds of yummy things like pea proteins, for example. Rice.
Really, I've seen that a lot in the stores here that sell, you know, bodybuilding and like a large increase of vegan or, you know, dairy-free options for people.
Yeah, well, like, and that's another reason why I'm so aligned with this, because I eat vegetarian. I don't eat animals. I rescue animals. I have 8 rescued dogs and a rescue cat here living with me here in Chile. And I'm conscious about suffering, and I'm conscious about the environment, and you know what I mean? So that's something that's important to me. And your health is not compromised in any way. On the contrary, I think it's improved significantly. I think everything's improved significantly in a holistic way. Okay, so the fourth one would be, this is your favorite, Patrick, the Energy Fizzy Sticks, right? So these fizzy sticks they're a blend of ginseng and guarana. And guarana is like a natural stimulant. We have a lot of guarana here in South America, especially in Brazil. In fact, in Brazil, we have like a drink, and it's like a pick you up kind of drink. So it's also made with green tea, and it helps to promote alertness and enhance your cognitive performance. It's nice. It comes in a little sachet, like a little stick. So it's easy to pop it in your purse, put it in your briefcase, carry it in your backpack, and just take it with you for that like mid-afternoon slump when you're feeling like you want to reach for that maple dip donut. And you know what I mean? You want that sugar fix, or that you want that sugar fix or the coffee fix, and this just sort of takes away that brain fog, you know, and just gets you over the midday sort of lethargy, right? Mm-hmm. So that's a really nice one. And that one, we have like different recipes that you can use. Like I suggested to you, I think you ordered the pomegranate, no?
Yeah, and it's really funny because so here's one of the things, like that's the one where I didn't really care for the flavor. Yeah. I bought this box and I'm like, son of a bee, what do I do with this? But then, you know, I'm like, it's a pandemic. I'm not going to send it back. But then I
hacked it.
I wrote Karen. I said, so I really don't like the I mean, the effect was nice. Like I didn't mind that. You know, I felt like it was working. But then she gave me a couple suggestions, and then you know, like I don't know, it was something weird. Like I needed more water, or I added ice. That's what it was. I just made it cold, and then it was just like it was.
I
Delicious. You had suggested
Yeah,
fresh
and
mint,
fresh mint.
and I just haven't tried that.
Yeah, I said fresh mint. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do to tweak them or to just personalize them and hack them a little bit because it's something new, and at first you're like, oh well, this, because you didn't really know what to expect either, right? You probably thought it was something like a cold, like just like a carbonated beverage, like that we're so used to these sugary carbonated beverages that you probably thought, oh well, this will be a sugar carbonated thing that's actually good for me. But it's
Yeah,
different, but it's good. You find a way.
and I do better when, like, I personally, like, I have people who don't like cold icy at all. I like
Yeah.
drinking ice water. Like, if it's icy, like, I'll drink it and just enjoy it better. But it was just kind of one of those things of, you know, what was nice. And I've worked with other people that they sell different products, and it almost feels like, all right, I got your money. Now, you know, I don't have to talk about you, or I don't have to respond to you. And
Yeah.
you know, working with you, Karen, I mean, I know we're friends and other people may not know you, but if you didn't know the answer, if you don't know the answer, you find it and you send it to me, or you give me the number of someone who can.
Yeah,
And
Arbonne has a great community. We have a nations page. We have all kinds of different resources online where one can ask questions and other people say, oh, here, and they'll share recipes with you. And I mean, that's the great thing. Like the colleagues and the people that I've met so far through Arbonne have really got my back that way. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't been as active because I'm involved in other things here with the business side of Arbonne so much. But I mean, the support is there. And that's the great thing about it. It's not just for me as an independent consultant, it's for everybody.
right.
So we have another product called Body Cleanse. So that helps support your liver function. Our greens balance, it's like a whole serving of vegetable and fiber in like one scoop. There, you're good for, you know what I mean? You got your, if you're one of those meat and two veg kind of people where you're going to get meat and like a bazillion veggies, you know what I mean? Because it's like a really good boost of vegetables and fiber. And so you can just like drink your veggies. So that's yummy. Mm-hmm. And then we have something called the Daily Fiber Boost. So you're getting everything. You're getting your protein, you're getting your fiber, something to help with cognition, you know, when you're dealing with a bit of brain fog, something to help you with your digestion and your, so there's a lot going on inside that Arbonne is attending to, which I love. So they'll have supplements to that nutrition line. This is another one of those sticks. So it's great. It's, you know, portable. And even if you're just traveling or you're driving somewhere, you can take these little sticks and just pop them in your console of your car, and they're there. Like, you don't have to reach for garbage. And now more than ever, I think, Patrick, like, we're talking about mental health and wellness and COVID. Now more than ever, we need to pay attention to what we're doing, what we're putting inside of our body, right? So we have skin elixir sticks. We have, and that helps with the supporting of your skin, hair, nails. It's a vegan formula. It helps to boost your collagen production, which is great. We have a multivitamin and mineral boost. It's got over 21 vitamins and minerals, antioxidants, vitamin C, A, E, all kinds of whole food sources there. Then we have a mind health product, which is, it support cognitive performance again. So this has vitamin B12, that's really important, and their derivatives are from sunflower seeds. I didn't know this, but sunflower seeds are a key brain cell building an ingredient, so that's good. CoQ10 is an ingredient, which is good for your heart and your mind health function. And then we have omega-3. I think everybody knows what omega-3, how that supports our cognitive health and brain function. And we have these things called Fit Chews. So they're little snackies. I don't know if you've tried the Fit Chews.
No, because they've been sold out every time I try to get them.
Oh yeah, they're a hot item. So the fishes, because they come in yummy flavors. So they're really like little bite-sized cravings crushers. They're fun. And so it's blended botanicals, and it helps relieve symptoms of mental fatigue that are related to stress. So it's like, "Ooh," and then bit you, yum. Okay, so that's just a little bit
Can we talk about one of my favorite products
about
of the time?
the outside. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Can we jump?
Which one?
Can I just go to my favorite product? They have.
Oh yeah, just go. I know what it is. It's
No, it's the eye masks.
the night jelly.
Not even. Well,
Oh, you replaced your all-time favorite.
yeah, yeah. Well, there was two. So, so one of the things that I'm like, okay, my mental health can always be
No.
improved. It's that what we're always talking about. So I'm going to try all these random products, and also help Karen out and see. And what I love is, in my position, is if something works for me, I can share it with other people and say, this may not work. This might try it. I've had these experiences. I'll test them out in people in my life. I have some, let's say, doubting Thomases in my world who don't really believe in things. And then I'm like, well, just try it. Like there's no law. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, do you have any more of that product, or where can I get some of that? So the one product that I fell in love with is the nighttime, I don't know the official name, so I apologize, Arbonne, is the nighttime face jelly.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was just the kid in me, but I was like, ooh, jelly. Like that just sounds magical. And, like I said, growing up, as a guy, we did, his face soap and water. So I'm like, what am I going to do? And it's one of those things of learning about skincare. It's that wellness. It's that routine. It just kind of helps me calm down after a crazy day. And before, I'm sure many of us do this, where we just watch TV or do mindless things on our phone, and it made me have that routine of, all right, I'm going to disconnect, do some self-care. It's also kind of like when I'm kind of doing some reflection, some prayer, or even like some mantras, just kind of like revamp before I go to bed.
And you're doing consistency. You're introducing that consistency. And that's what really I believe makes the difference. Is it can't be like one of those in and out sort of things. Oh, well, lost the weight, so now I'm going to stop going to the club. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's in for this reason, and then, well, pop out again because we're done with that.
Right.
The consistency really makes you realize like how beneficial this is to your body. So let's go now to the exterior stuff. So the stuff that we're putting on our bodies, right? Like our skin is the biggest organ of our body, and it's the barrier between the nourishment we need inside and the nourishment that we need from the outside as well. And there's a lot of factors outside, like the weather, environmental pollutions, just indoor pollutants. You go into a building and they've got those little things plugged into the electrical outlets, into the sockets, and they're putting some weird fragrance that's really just some horrible synthetic chemical that we are breathing in. You know what I mean? We're taking it in through our skin, through our lungs, through whatever. So we have this barrier of our skin that's protecting us, but I mean, it's also resisting a lot of, external nastiness, basically. So it is important to follow a very good daily skincare regimen. So I'm glad you're working on yours. So the skin from the outside in, we can deliver protection with nutrition and hydration. And from the inside out. So all those products that I mentioned to you relating to our nutrition line, those are also going to help your skin, right? Mm-hmm. Like if you're a person who's prone to blemishing because maybe your diet really sucks, improving your diet's going to show on your skin, on the surface of your skin, right? So I can tell you about some of we have a lot of collections, we have sets, we have something for everyone. This is what I love about Arbonne. We have skincare products, Patrick. We have hair care products. I know your luxuriousness is all about that lusciousness. We have products for kids. We have products for babies. We have products that are for men, specifically a men's line. You know, we're not shaving.
Right.
I'm not breaking down the barrier of my skin here. I don't have those sort of special needs, right? So like there is a line for men. We have a special line in the nutrition area, which is for athletes or for people who are at a higher level of activity and performing. So it's like a pre-competition or pre-activity, during the activity hydration, and then a post-activity. So we've got that covered. We also have bath and body products. There are a bunch of others. I probably haven't named them, but let's see. Botanicals. Oh, and makeup. Patrick, makeup. We've got a whole thing on makeup that's cruelty free. Now, unfortunately, I can't get my hands on this stuff here in Chile. So I'm like relying on people. So for the things I haven't tried, I'm relying on people to give me your feedback and something I can dream about for when I return to North America and keep slathering. So we have in the skincare line, which is skincare is really, really important. We have one that'll, I don't know if you bought anything super calm. I know you were interested in the tiger grass ingredient.
Yes,
and
I
you're
bought
like,
one.
ooh,
I bought a serum. I don't know if you guys know what a serum was. It just sounded mystical. So I'm like, giddy up, I'll try anything. But it has, listen
exactly.
has tiger grass in it. Ooh.
Yeah. And it's amazing.
It really,
so I have a client in Arizona, and she's got very sensitive skin, and you know, it's super hot in Arizona, and she had all kinds of very specific needs, and she tried the set and loved it. And she's like repeating with the Super Calm set, because it really is for, it really does address the needs of sensitive and easily stressed skin. And I know a lot of people now, with what we're dealing with in the world and the stresses, it is showing up on our skin. So if your skin is going through some funkiness, then go for something that's a little bit more addressed to your needs there.
And I have to say, I was a doubting Thomas. I'm like, oh, this isn't, it's a lotion. I put it on the first time, and I was like, I honestly felt just so much calmer. And that's one of the things I don't know about other people who are watching, who are joining us, but sometimes I don't even know how anxious or stressed or ramped up I am from the day, just because, you're running, you're doing business, you're worrying about, people, the stress of going back to university and people getting ready to send their kids back to school. So the stress, you're just running. And that takes, at least for me, it takes a toll on my body and my spirit and my ability to do my job of helping others and to take care of myself. So that's one of the things that I've loved about these products. It's given, working with Karen to give me guidance on what to try and to be able to figure out what works for me in my life and what will help me to be healthier.
Yeah, everybody's coming at it from where they're at. And that's where I come in. I mean, it's like a one-stop shopping. You don't have to go and do exhaustive research. We have it all. Yeah. And so it's your one-stop place, and you have your own personal, assistant to help you. And what I don't know, I'm going to find out for you. We're going to get you there.
And I think, we have a few minutes left, but I do need to talk about the eye masks.
Okay, I'll just name the other skincare products, okay? So we have one that's for moisturizing. Then we have the RE9 is our flagship, really what launched our skincare lines. We have, of course, the men's RE9. And then we have one that is, one that's called Prep Work. My sister Jill really loves that one. We have one that is called Intelligence. So one that is like for targeting certain pro-aging needs, right? So we have supplements that will just target certain areas, if you like. We have one for acne and blemishes. So it's just a product specific to working with that. Yeah, I've already talked about that. Ooh, and then we have something which is called Resto and Renew Collection, which is really cool. And that's based on, it's inspired by Ayurvedic spa practices, and I'm aligned with that as well. And so it gives you a lot of more pampering things to try as well that bring you a little bit outside of, ooh, once you get accustomed to like enjoying the products, you'll want to try some of these supplementary, more spa type, men and women, all ages, products. So
and
I
that's,
think,
that's
and
one
essential oils. I didn't mention we have essential oils as well.
Well, I think going back to what you just shared is, that spa-like quality is some people, like you said, the spas may not be open in their area, or people may not be comfortable, or they may not be able to afford it because finances are tight. This is also something good for couples, because that, dealing with a lot of working with couples of what is something we can do, we can do a at-home spa night, we can do intimacy, building techniques, we can have that. Let's just take care of each other for one night. And it's a really beautiful, gentle, natural way to do it and spend some quality time together as a couple. And
you can add the aromatherapy to that as well. Like I can so picture what you're talking about, with the diffuser going and these lovely like pure essence aromas in the air, nice music, you know what I mean? And just really feeling good.
Right. And then in the background, you just hear, Mamma Mia, here we go again. My mind does so much I missed you. Patrick, get out of our living. It'll be like a car insurance commercial. I told Karen, I don't know.
How many fizz sticks have you had tonight, Patrick?
I know Friday Night Feels. One of the things that I joked about, like that I'm gonna do one day is I want to get a bobblehead. And so that way, when people a bobblehead, so little Patrick.
Oh, they can put on your car.
Yeah, but it'll be at home. It's like, put on the lotion. Put on the lotion. Silence of the Lambs. It will put on its lotion, or it gets the hose.
Patrick, come back! Come back!
And one of the other things too I have to say is I've had other experience with other companies where it's been a shit show ordering or like, oh, can you please just sell us your firstborn or your first animal? It's just like all this nonsense. And like when I've ordered anything on Arbonne, it's so easy. It's here within a week. It's enjoyable.
Well, we have a 45-day, which is really brilliant. And this is something you're not going to find with a lot of companies. We have a 45-day money-back guarantee. So if you're not satisfied with products, you just send them back.
Yeah.
And you'll receive within 45 days of your purchase. We also have, it's called, how do we call this now? It's an auto program. So you can auto order, in other words, like auto ship. It's called the Arbonne. Even I get tongue tied sometimes. The Arbonne auto ship. So basically, if you with your nighttime face jelly and the eye masks.
You gotta talk about the eye masks.
You don't want to be caught at home on a Friday night without them.
I haven't really given up enough. Give me my bloody eye masks.
Get them. You need these products. And so because they're really like yummy and working with you and making you feel really good, you can get on this program. You've got 30, 60, 90, or 180 day. You have choice. You say, right, I want this product automatically delivered to me every 30 days. So you don't have to go back into my website and reorder. Like people who become my clients will have you received a password and I give you a login and you go in and you see what the latest deals are as a preferred client. and you go in and there are all kinds of, depending on, points that you've accumulated, or past products that you've
Oh,
purchased,
I
have
got
given
free
you
jello
points.
this time.
You get some free gifts, right? You'll get free gifts. If things are, now we can't control the postal service, but if things really, are delivered late for some reason, well, you'll get a nice free gift in the mail to say, hey, we acknowledge that, this was an inconvenience. Here you go, right? We want you to enjoy this. So it really is like backed with a lot of really great
So,
professional
yeah,
things.
and what I would
Yeah,
recommend if anyone's willing to try it, and I hope you do because it's super fun and
yeah,
it is part of, even if you're not interested in Arbonne, but going into like how do you improve your skincare, how do you include your nutrition, how do you include your stress management and your emotional regulation? Like when we finish tonight, what have you taken away from this discussion? Like what are
yeah,
you doing that works well, and what are you doing that needs improvement? And I know
yeah,
I've been joking about the eye mask, but they've actually been, part of my regimen of, because so these eye masks, I just ordered them because it sounded fun. Um, they almost are like the consistency of gelatin. If you anyone from the 90s ever made jigglers with Jello, and they're just
yeah.
like and they're gold and they just look like magic. And you just put them under your eyes like for 10 or 15 minutes, and I just sit down and it's like having this, I can't explain it, and it just, my whole body just relaxes.
Relaxes. Yeah,
And there was someone, in my life that's hard-headed and closed-minded about things, and I said, hey, why don't you try some of these? And no, no, no. And then all of a sudden, oh, hey, do you have any more of those?
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
definitely a magical experience. So Karen, as we wind down tonight, and once again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me, Patrick. It's been fun.
Now, so Align on Facebook. Align, what is the Facebook
Okay, so
line?
yeah, the Facebook is Aligned with Arbonne. So that's my Facebook. You can reach me there. Patrick will put the web address if you want to contact me and go right to my Arbonne catalog.
Mhm.
You can see everything there. You can also, there's an Aligned with Arbonne Instagram. Now I'm just getting going, as you know, but that's where you can reach me for
Right.
information. There is also, what else have I got? I wrote that down too, didn't I? Yes, I did, somewhere. What other way can you reach me? Oh, I have a Gmail, which is alignedwitharbonne@gmail.com. That was
Right.
what,
And
that
I
was the other
can
one.
put that on the
So you
Facebook
can
post and
reach
me
me.
too, so that people can read it and
Okay.
everything. And if anyone has any
Well,
questions,
I'll post this
contact me.
on my Aligned with Arbonne. I'll post this Friday Night Feels.
Yeah. And, just before we end, just a couple reminders. Tomorrow, I'm really excited. We're doing another free couples webinar at 11 till noon Eastern Standard Time. And I'll be working with the amazing Bobby and Marcia, who will be there. So if you have any questions, send in, join us. It's a free webinar to talk about couples, relationships. I think we all can learn, from each other and to grow. And please stay tuned to all my social media. You can visit my website, patrickmonette.com, and just, connect with me on Instagram, Facebook, and my free newsletter. And in the next week or so, I'm actually going to be having a raffle, so stay tuned. And here's a little hint. Here's a hint. There will be something involving pumpkin spice flavoring for those of you who love it. So it will be a little raffle, just to, something fun to do to welcome in fall. And
Nice.
thank you for everyone who's watching us live and will be watching
Yes.
the replay. And Karen, once again, it's so amazing spending this time with you. And
Thanks for inviting me, Patrick. And thanks to everybody who came and who's watching this video. I'm very grateful and proud to be a part of your Friday Night Feels. I really love your program. I watch as often as I can. And if I can't do it on Friday night, I'll watch the following day because it's so interesting and diverse. And that's what I really like about it. So catch it tomorrow.
thank you, Karen. And
Okay, bye.
you stay safe in Chile, and I hope everything works out
Thank you.
safely. So everyone
Thank
else,
you.
stay safe. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Friday Night Feels, and we got some exciting people coming to join us. So, oh, is there something else, Dave?
Yeah, I just want to say when we look and feel our best, we flourish, and our best is what we put in the service of others. So that's the way that's what I'd like to leave people with, is that thought.
Thank you, Karen. That's beautiful. And I hope everyone has a great weekend. Stay safe.
Yeah. All right. Bye.